I want to head over to Suisun City. We've been talking about the big cyber attack that happened there that took their online systems off and caused all kinds of problems. I want to bring in a security expert, Scott Bly, the Security Technologies Director at SIS Cyber. Scott, thanks very much for joining us today. Man, I've got a ton of questions for you, but let's start out with the basics of what happened there. It happened with Suisun City, took down their entire network. Rather than looking at the affected systems, walk through the decision. If you're the city trying to fix this, do you take it all offline? Do you go system by system? What's how would you handle it?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Richard, first of all. The thing that I want to say is my understanding is the city actually had this as effectively an automated control. So when something really terrible happens like this and they detect that there's been a breach, or they detect that there's been something that comes in such as ransomware or malicious takeover, the entire network takes itself down. Now, that's not verified. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate, but okay. I believe that one of the city spokespeople mentioned that. So that's actually a very sharp way to approach this if you don't have the kind of budget that's necessary to be able to have a full-time security operations center online in order to deal with these things as they occur.
So, in other words, this is just the one big fail-safe switch that looks like it was hit for this, which,
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Understand there. So 911 dispatch and city services, like water billing, went down together. Those systems, why would they be connected in the first place? I get the impression maybe they weren't, and maybe that fail-safe just said, okay, shut it all down.
For the shutdown process, yes, that seems likely. But when you have a city that's not, let's say, the size of a Los Angeles or a San Francisco, budget concerns, again, are a major consideration. So you have multiple systems that are disconnected, but they still may share a single point of entry, such as an administrator that has access to both. If a malicious actor is able to compromise one of those, then you're able to access both. So the compromise could have come in through one of those vectors.
I see. So when maybe it's not connected, but the passcodes are the same for both, or the person have access. I get it. That makes sense. So sure. Getting things back online, there's a process to that, and it looks like, I think the date, it kind of floored me. For when everything is back fixed, they said it could be as late as Halloween, late October. Yeah. Does that seem right to you? I know emergency services back online, 911 is working, the county is helping them with that, and they're not going to shut off water service. But that seems like a long time. Is that right?
Well, it suggests to me that what they're doing is they're taking the attack very seriously. If they said it was just going to take a few days to get back online, then that either tells us that it's not necessarily a big deal, or that they don't have the resources and processes and procedures in place to deal with something of this significant. So the fact that it's going to take some time suggests that they're taking it very seriously, they're being responsible, they're investigating, and they're making sure that the authorities have the ability to get the forensic details that they need to be able to do the investigation properly. It takes time to bring these systems back up.
So they want to make sure a fine-tooth comb go through everything. So in that area, I remember the North Bay Health breach in 2024. Other governments are probably a little bit concerned. It's right down the street from Travis Air Force Base. So all these security departments of all these other areas, if you were sitting in their shoes, would you be like, okay, what do we need to change?
I would want to make sure that we're looking at backups. If you don't have backups, you don't have an ability to restore from something like this. If, let's say, a nation-state actor is coming after you, you don't necessarily have the ability to prevent that, but what you can do is control what's called the blast radius. Make sure that you have individual pieces of network systems and identity controls separated. Like you just mentioned, police and fire, those should be separate systems. Yeah. And make sure that your backups are tested. If you haven't tested them, you don't really have backups. So those are the main things that I'd want to be looking at.
So if you're, I'm assuming a lot of the other cities are like, okay, now it's time to do our check. But you also bring up a good point. I just wanted to reiterate before I let you go here. All these cities who have budgets, this has got to be on their radar now. We probably need to boost our budgets for this. This is a big thing. Scott Bly, Director of Securities Technologies at SIS Cyber, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.